Hi, this is Derek Murphy, and I'm making this site called Author Identity to show you what a WordPress website should look like for authors. I've been talking a lot about author websites on my main blog, Creativity, and I also just started a blog called Marketing for Writers. Everybody will tell you that one of the most important things for your author platform is building a strong website that can bring in new traffic with your own content and blog posts, that can also get people to sign up to your list so you can build that email list, which is really important for future book launches. But setting up an author website well, if you don't have the design skills or the technical skills, can be difficult. And even if you know what you're doing, there's a temptation to mess it up by viewing it as kind of your own playground and putting whatever you want, trying to make it fit your personality or to be branded or to be different or to stand out. It's so easy to do it wrong that in my experience, it's almost always better to go very, very simple and minimalist. So the websites that I make for people, they look good, they're professional, but they're very, very clean. And there's not a lot going on. You want people to feel relaxed and just find what they're looking for, be interested in you and your book, start reading an excerpt, and then get the free book or sign up for something or go and buy it. That's ultimately what you're trying to get them to do, is to take action to do something. So you don't want to just put a whole bunch of information or try to kind of use a shotgun approach where you throw everything out and see what sticks or see what attracts people. You need a lot of content, but you've also got to be structured and organized and know what you want readers to do and to guide them towards taking that action. You've got to really make it pretty clear and obvious. There are so many very bad-looking, ugly websites, and it's either because they use whatever free theme they can, or they use Wix or like an online design tool where they can just move things around. But with your author website, it's important to do it right, and the problem is that those really nice author websites you see for traditionally best-selling authors like Stephen King or something, they might have $5,000 to spend on an author website, so they can spend a lot of time on design, getting a lot of things right. But even if you have all those things right and it does look really good, which is impossible for you to be able to do yourself or to do very cheap, if you hire someone for $500 to make you an author website and you try to do that same kind of total design thing, it's not going to look very good. And for those traditional best-selling authors, what they need readers to do is different from what you're trying to get readers to do, because for them, readers are searching for them by name and they already have read their books and they already like those authors. So they're just coming to the website to kind of see what's going on. And so the authors can kind of do whatever they want with their brand or their website. For you, it's very different. If you're a self-publishing author with a smaller platform, your website needs to sell your book. It needs to introduce you to readers. It's doing so much more work than those famous authors' websites have to do. And so it's very risky to take kind of design too liberally or to make choices that can be disastrous. It's much safer to pick something white and clean and simple and minimalist. So I've set up, I have like 25 websites that do different things. And I can design pretty well. I mean, if I could do really elaborate stuff, but none of that really matters, because all that matters is getting them to find your website and trying to make it so they don't leave right away, because people only spend maybe 1 or 2 seconds waiting for a website to load. If you have too many graphics or too many images or too much stuff and your website takes like 5 seconds to load, that's too long. People who don't know you, they're not even going to wait to see what you have to say or to look at your website. You need something really fast and clean that doesn't scare them away, that lets them find what they're looking for. So you want to just play it safe and make smart design choices. It can look clean and professional and nice. Your book cover should be the best looking, the biggest graphic, the best thing on your website. You don't want to have so many other graphics that kind of scare people away. You want to have something that showcases your book cover, and that's only going to work if you have a nice book cover. But if you have a nice book cover, your book cover should be the main graphic on your website. Everything else should kind of get out of the way and just promote and present your book cover so that it looks really good. So I've set up this author identity website. It's not a real website. It's kind of just a template. I'm actually going to use it because I just put together a design team. I hired a couple of designers and coders who can make author websites really quickly. The way that we do that is we take very nice, well-designed WordPress themes. And so we get your domain, we put up the WordPress theme, we'll make you a custom logo, which is really all you need. Use a couple of custom plugins that'll add all the buy buttons that you need into the reviews to get people to go over and buy your book from Amazon or wherever you have it for sale. I can set up an author website in an hour that looks really good and works really well. So it doesn't have to be very expensive. The reason it gets really expensive is because most authors want to totally tweak everything and customize everything and change everything. They want these custom features. That's not easy to do in WordPress. If you want to move things around, it doesn't have the flexibility of some of those, what you see is what you get graphic editors, where you can really just move things around. And you don't want it to be, because readers visit thousands of websites a day, or maybe hundreds of websites a day, and they're used to using things a certain way. They're used to a certain kind of interface, a certain kind of menu. They expect things to be in certain places. So if you just kind of move things wherever you want, they're not gonna have the patience to find anything on your website. If it's not exactly what they're looking for, where they expect to find it, they're gonna give up and quit. They're not gonna wait around and figure out your design, like what you meant them, the experience that you set up for them. They don't have the patience for it. So website design can be very cheap, and you can get an author website done with a very low budget if you don't need to tweak everything. And the problem is, in my experience, authors want to tweak everything, and they want to have everything custom designed. They want to move everything around. And those choices, the more flexibility you have, the worse your website is going to end up, which is why when we do author websites, we say, we're not going to do what you want. We're going to make you an author website that's going to sell your book, because we know what we're doing, and we've done this a lot, and we have a lot of successful online businesses that get a lot of traffic, and we make a lot of money with our online businesses because we steer the experience and we know what we're doing and we sell the product. So, I mean, the reason that people pay us to make author websites is not because we'll make them what they want, but because we make them a website that'll sell the book. And that's always ultimately what they want. They won't be happy with the website they wanted that doesn't sell the book. And this is the same thing I say with book cover design. I don't make people the book cover design that they want. I make them the book cover that sells the book, because what they really want is for people to read the book and to sell the book and to make money with their book. That's their real goal. Anything else, the book cover design is a secondary goal. Whether or not they like the book cover design, they're going to like whatever, down the road, they're going to like whatever is selling the book best. And it's the same with the author website. Whatever author website sells your book the best and builds your email list the best, that's what you want. It doesn't matter. Other concerns really don't figure into the equation at all. So you don't have to worry about your author website so much. On the other hand, it's easy to make a lot of mistakes. So I set up authoridentity.com as just a way to teach you some things about building an author website. I blog a lot about it. I have a lot of articles about author websites on creativity.com, but I thought it'd be better to just show you kind of how to do things with a template that you can just follow. And so I've set up all the pages that you need. I've set up the sidebar, but instead of putting real content, I've just written descriptions of the things that you need to put on these pages, so that you can follow the directions and build your own website pretty quickly. And I'm making this video just because it's something I can put on the website to share some more information about making WordPress author websites. And I'll probably make a lot more videos. I'm still myself just figuring out videos. I've been meaning to do it for a couple of years, and I don't have all the tools and software and equipment totally set up yet. I'm using my iPhone because so far that's been the most reliable way to get quality sound and video. But, you know, I mean, it works, and I can put it on YouTube and you can watch it and learn something about making another website, so that's enough. Anyway, you can follow me on Creativity, or I'll add some links around on this site if you want to find more information. I might even turn all this into a Kindle ebook sometime. Well, it'll be part of I'm building a 21-day Build Your Own Author Platform series with 21 books. So one of the books will be building an author website, and I'll start putting out a lot more videos and tutorials about more of the in-depth, behind-the-scenes stuff. Because if you aren't familiar with WordPress and you're just starting out to install your themes and to set up your pages, you'll probably need. There's actually a lot of videos on YouTube already about how to set up WordPress. So I'm not sure how much I'll go in depth about that stuff, but specific stuff for building an author website or selling books from your author website, I'll cover that kind of stuff in videos and more articles. So that's the kind of thing I'll be posting on Author Identity. Okay, bye-bye.